I'll be able to talk more this weekend.
Wow. I love
Vlad,
your first question.
just for the record, and it's quite literally on the record right now, world does not revolve around you. So let's
So
But
focus on just getting what we can done tonight.
do I revolve around the world?
In a way,
first
you are on the
question.
world and the world's revolving.
Question: which bear is best?
Oh,
All right, ladies. Dave, do the theme song, will you?
All right. Well, did you like the one before?
Yeah, that was a good one.
All right.
I think-
Welcome to my juice. Du-du-du-du-du-du.
No, I like the other one better. Actually.
What was the other one?
You didn't have another one, Dave.
Oh,
You're
okay.
supposed to know that.
Fair enough. All right, we'll cut all that out.
Yeah, in
Um,
post production, right?
Yeah, post production.
All right.
CGI and some
All
whatever.
right, I'll take care of it. Hold on.
Ben's in control.
Hello,
All right,
ladies and
guys.
gentlemen. Welcome to the first episode of Mind Juice. It's
Wait,
an
Ben, you're gonna
informal
wanna do that over
podcast
again.
between my friends and I, and if they'd shut up, you could hear me a little bit better. But we'll get it down in a moment.
Nick was
I'm
speaking
Ben
over you.
Goes. I'm the brains behind the operation, and in descending order, we have Dave Bone,
That's me.
who's a brilliant engineer, and I've known him for a really long time. And he might make a joke every once in a while. Then we have Nick. He's going to make a lot of jokes. Only half of them are going to be funny. And then we have Vlad, and he's just our eye candy. He won't say much.
No, I'm pretty sure that he's the
We
one.
really
who
hope that
knows.
you enjoy this, and let us know if you have any comments, questions, concerns,
do we have any viewers right now?
stuff like that. Of course not.
Ben, can you edit out certain people's voices?
Probably not live, right?
So,
Why?
well, I'm just wondering because if you have you have 4 different audio files, then
No, it's one audio file.
how do you get other people's voices out then?
Oh, that, like when you guys were talking while I was talking, I can't.
Yeah. Oh shit. Well then, let's start over.
He could probably
Can't.
mute us.
Vlad's got his own precious schedule to keep.
All right, so let's keep to it then.
But I talked over you multiple times to try to break you up.
I know, but I tried to make a joke out of it. So let's just keep going, all right?
All right, fine.
Does
I
that-
don't want the first episode to be shitty though.
Dave,
Well,
that's
they're
the
all going to be
point.
shitty.
They're all gonna be shitty.
That's the point of doing this to make
All right.
to make a shitty product, but it'll be fun.
Okay. Should we go over our sponsors first? Let's
Sure.
thank Audible.com for
Red Bull, Trojan, especially Trojan. They've helped me out.
Advil.
Never. Yes, definitely for Ben Advil. Heroin, I really enjoy. No, okay.
Nick, keep it legal.
Oh, right. I forgot. Heroin's not
This is
actually
online.
Yes, Father.
All right. Let's talk about the podcast for a minute. What is it? What is it for? How we're doing it? That type of thing, right? Called Mind Juice. Nick came up with the name. I came up with the idea. I don't even know what Vlad did, but
I picked the name.
you
Like,
were
I-
one of the
like-
ones to pick the name.
Right. I planted the seed, and you guys picked the fruit
Yeah.
from my
Let the
seed.
record show that I planted 1,000 seeds and none of them really turned out. So, Dave, do you have a comment? Dave, we can't hear you now.
No, Dave, what'd you do to yourself? Nope. Keep trying. Wow, this is a disaster. Welcome, folks, to my.
I really just blame Vlad for everything.
Why? Let's move on. We leave him behind.
No.
So, 20
Leave him
questions.
behind.
Let's
Michael
ask
Schofield
him,
would-
Dave, can we leave you behind? He's not saying no.
Um,
All right, Dave, you keep working on that. We still can't hear you.
Dave, fiddle with the. I know, I'm sure you probably are right now, but fiddle with the settings and change what your audio source is, because that's all I had to do. I I'm okay. I feel okay about this because I feel like this episode would be a good chance for us to figure everything out slowly but surely.
Right. We'll do this episode 0 instead of
Right.
episode 1.
There we are. Maybe we should start within the negatives or something. Work our way into. Give us a few warm-ups.
Dave, what did you touch in the intervening period?
Dave, it's probably like your USB. Like, it's always something stupid that you just... Oh, he looks like he discovered something. Didn't we decide he's the engineer because he's having trouble with...
All right. Moving on with our lives. What's going to happen is that once a week, and I say once a week, but of course it won't be once a week because nothing that we ever plan goes according to plan.
Nope.
Once a week, we'll all get together for an hour, and we will talk about whatever we want to talk about. Each week we'll have a different topic. Each week someone new will pick the topic, and each week someone new will host. So like this week, I'm kind of taking charge because, you know, that's kind of who I am. I mean, look at the other weirdos on this thing. You can't hear Dave. Vlad's looking at pictures, and Nick's just laughing.
I'm
So,
laughing at the situation. I don't think that's invalid.
Nick,
This
you
is
have to
all
act
good.
professional, okay? This is
You
a
Eat
professional
my ass, Ben
undertaking.
Goes. Eat my ass.
Vlad, we already saw it, bud. Let's focus on your real face. And we lost one. Okay.
He's probably rejoining.
So my name is Vlad, and in today's
Hold on, people.
Davis
Stop it.
returned.
Hi, can you hear me now?
Yes, we're
Yeah,
back.
I didn't change anything. I just had to restart the call.
Awesome.
excellent.
Alright.
Now we can hear you. the whole
As I
time.
was saying, people, so this week is just an introductory get to know you week. Episode 0, not episode 1. I've decided executively. Next week we'll start off with a topic.
Statist.
Who wants to make the topic for next week?
me.
I-
Vlad, Vlad, what's the topic for next week?
Cats.
So,
What?
in the intervening week, the four of us will learn as much about cats as possible, formulate some crazy opinion about cats, and then we're all going to get on here and we're just going to talk about cats for about an hour.
No,
Alright,
no,
right.
I was just kidding.
Nope, we have to stick to the plan.
Guys, I was just kitten.
Can we do an episode full of puns?
Dave,
You
that's
can't
yours.
do an episode of anything, all right? The point is that each week the person who's hosting rotates, and the person who's hosting gets to pick the topic, and the rest of us are responsible for getting ready to talk about the topic. All right? So it can be deep shit. It can be deep stuff like anarchy or cats, or it can be lighthearted stuff like Nick's hose and stuff like that.
Did you include cats in the deep shit?
Like, have you ever seen a cat?
Yeah,
You ever
yeah.
stared into its eyes?
No.
Pretty deep.
Okay. Well, we'll save that for next week. I have a question for you, though, Ben. You're running this off of your own Google account.
For now, yeah.
What say we make a joint one for Mind Juice? So, all of our episodes, go to funnel into one place, common area.
That's great.
Yeah,
Work
then
on
it'd have its own YouTube channel too, right?
Right. Things like that.
Yeah. We can collaborate, guys. We can have 5 channels in total. One where we all come together and do it, and then on our separate channels we just post something.
That is an extreme overcomplication.
Yeah, I don't think we're ever gonna meet up and make a video.
Guys, what if we made up like some elaborate story of how we met online, watching the same porn video or something, and then
Yeah, and we were in the comments section.
yeah, and then we decided to like meet each other in real life, which is like a big no-no,
Right.
and then we ended up all loving each other.
You've never met someone from the porn comments before?
Some of them are pretty funny.
You're
I
missing
have.
out. Yeah?
Yeah.
That's awesome. I don't
Really,
know.
Ben?
Yeah, some of them are great.
No, Ben's a compulsive liar.
Especially
He's a
if it's a
compulsive
brand new
liar.
video, right?
No.
I mean, I never met anyone off the comments, but I've talked to people out of the comments.
Oh, okay. Then that's fair.
Okay. So, does everyone kind of get the point of the podcast and the general theme of
Yeah,
it?
I think we're starting to set sail slowly.
Okay. So now let's go through and introduce ourselves briefly. Remember, you're in an elevator. I don't want to hear about your mother. I just want to hear about you. All right?
Want to hear about how I woke up?
No. Elevator pitch.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Dave, if you got into an elevator with a stranger and told them how you woke up that
Yeah, but
day.
you haven't heard how I woke up yet.
Okay, that's fair. If it has something to do with
Who you are as a
who you
person.
are, yeah.
No,
Okay.
not really.
You
I'll
woke
go
up-
first
Sure.
as an example because God forbid I let Dave go first, right? So my name's Ben Goes. I'm from upstate New York. I went to the University at Albany and I majored in economics. I have a deep and burning passion for economics, political theory, philosophy, and history.
Pornography.
I'm very well read and I'm very hardworking. Next fall, and by next fall I mean next week, I will attend Albany Law School and start working towards my JD, which I hope to get by the age of 22. Dave, you're up.
Hi, my name is Dave Bone. I live in New York. I go to a state school, so I can get some of my money back. As of right now, I'm majoring in geophysics, but I'm probably transferring to a different school to study electrical engineering. I've always loved tinkering, and I think that's what I'm passionate for, so I'm going to pursue it.
Awesome, Dave. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet ya.
I don't have as much as Ben. Why did we let the stunner go first?
I was setting an example.
Yeah, well, we're
Right,
not-
we'll put him last in post.
Alright. He'll say, yeah. Who's next? Am I next? Am I next on your
You're
line,
next,
Ben?
Nick.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, hi, my name is Nick Von Dolan. I am also from upstate New York. I go to a state school myself, SUNY Polytechnic Institute, out in Utica. And I am studying computer science there. Hopefully, I feel like I can go a million different directions with a computer science degree. So I'm not quite sure what I want to pursue yet. And yeah, I guess that's a quick gist of things about me that I can share.
Okay, my turn.
Sure is.
Hi, I'm Vlad.
Nima.
These are my three friends, and
It's not about us.
Right. Who are you?
I-
Why are you who you are?
I am me.
Pretend you're reading
I
a
have-
resume.
I have a twin sister. Oh wait, we said we don't want. Okay.
Glad the only thing you haven't talked about is yourself.
I have a cat and
I study computer science at Stony Brook University. I am at the top of my school.
Well,
Just kidding. I'm pretty lazy. I like everything. And
you like sex slavery?
yes. How could you not?
and
That's gonna be
that's
my
it.
topic.
You like
You-
biological warfare?
You guys will
With
get
some
to know me as the podcasts go on. Thank you. Have a nice day.
Who invited this kid?
Okay.
What is he doing
might-
here?
We might edit that part out.
Dave, did you die? You're just completely cross-eyed for me when I look down on the bottom right.
Nick, read your chats, why don't you?
Oh, all I see is mind juice in the chat.
Can
No, your
move
Facebook
on?
chat.
Oh, who uses Facebook anymore? That's for kids.
Your messenger chat.
Ah, there it is. Okay. So, Ben, I'm assuming since you're in charge this week, you came up with a topic to share for us to discuss. Should we wait for Dave? I mean, we should wait for Dave.
Yes, well, the topic for this week is actually to get to know each other, and it's probably a good thing because some of us can't offer adequate descriptions of ourselves.
Huh?
So through question and answer sessions, basically interviewing each other about ourselves, hopefully we can come to know each other a lot better. Does that sound like a suitable plan?
That sounds phenomenal.
Okay. We are still missing someone.
Yes, we are.
Yeah, sweet.
Yes, we are. Wow, great advice. Did you try turning it off?
Are we all on our laptops?
Yes.
Except for Dave.
Dave doesn't. Yeah, Dave always uses his desktop.
Are we all at home? Are you guys at home?
No, I'm in prison.
No,
Been
I
here for
saw
12
your
years.
bed earlier. When are you guys going to college?
10 days.
Really?
Yep.
What about you,
6.
Ben? 6 days?
I go back on Wednesday.
I go back the 29th. You guys start so early.
Well, you went back a week earlier than us last year,
Yeah.
so I guess it all evens out.
So, guys, this weekend will be really good to podcast because I'm going to be in New Jersey, so I can be like louder and stuff. Just
But
saying.
we're podcasting now.
Right.
Yeah, but we can podcast tomorrow if you guys want.
It's once a week.
Why are you going to Jersey?
Because it's Andre's birthday.
Oh.
Have Andre on the podcast.
Well, he could, but I'm saying I'll be available all weekend.
Except when you're with Andre.
Which is all weekend.
No, he can be in the room, but he's busy. When I go to his house, it's not like we hang out. It's like we just live together for a few days.
Doesn't that seem counterproductive?
Well,
I mean, like he doesn't. We don't keep each other like entertained the whole time, but we do things together. But if I want to podcast with you guys for an hour, he'll go find something to do. It is his
Gotcha.
house anyway.
Sure. So I would hope he could find something to do. Poor Dave. Where did he go? I mean, I know where he went, but how's he coming?
So guys, think about it. We all make one channel on YouTube for these podcasts.
Yeah,
and
that's what I'll.
And on that channel, every day of the week, each of us make one video on that week's subject. Like a 7 to 10 minute video.
I'm trying to get my laptop to go too, but it's slow.
Okay, as long as you're still trying.
Yeah, I'm clicking on the chat right now. Trying to get in.
Okay.
Awesome.
Just making sure that you didn't like give up and go to bed and we're all waiting for nothing.
No, I'm actually nothing familiar. Now, I don't know if my webcam's gonna work, so we'll find out.
All right. Sorry, Vlad. Go back to you. So you want us to make 5 videos a week? Is that what you're saying here?
No, 4 because there's 4 of us. And then, yeah, we'll get together sometimes and post. It's like this. Every week we have a subject. For example, the first week is I don't even
Cats.
know. I forgot. Sure, it's cats, and then we all creatively. The thing is, the subject is cats. It's so broad and so elaborate. All of us will do something really different, and that's why it's cool. So, like Ben, you could have a quiz show on it or whatever. But for my video, I'll just play with my cat for the whole duration.
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry.
Vlad, I understand your point, but my goal for this podcast is not so much to talk about cats as it is to spend time with my friends. So the
No, I'm
topic
saying
is really just...
separately. We can continue with the podcast.
Thank you, Officer
No, but
Malik.
spend time making and watching cat videos. If you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So
You
the
can-
point of the topics.
If you want your own channel and you want to piggyback off of what we do here, that's fine. But you know, I get what you're saying, but it's just kind of not what the podcast is for.
Well,
Beef?
Dave's back.
Comprende, señor?
Yeah. Okay, let's keep going.
All right, Ben.
Okay.
Let's hear what you've prepared for us. Obviously, just
Well, now we start asking questions.
Okay,
So, Nick, you go first.
sure. Well, I have a few, but I'll start out simple. Simple icebreaker. If you had a superpower, what would it be and why? Any superpower you can think of. It can be strange. It can be, have great functionality, and yeah, just answer it. Simple, short and simple.
Are you asking me or are you asking the group?
I'm asking the group. I want to hear what you guys all have to say.
So a superpower?
Yes. It's a real hard one. Dave, you're muted again. Nothing can ever go smoothly.
Probably his freaking headset.
Yeah. You can't hear anything out of those, and we can't hear anything through them.
Dave, take your headset off, will you? Just talk like a normal person. Like me.
I've got mine on, but I'm not talking through the headset. I'm just listening through it. It's probably going to be easiest if you just leave and rejoin the call again, unless you did touch something.
All right.
We'll
Let's
get there
move on with
eventually.
our lives.
Ben.
If I had to have a superpower, I would pick mind reading.
Why?
That's a good one.
That's interesting.
Because-
Why would you care what goes on in everyone else's head? Huh, that's actually a really good.
Because a lot of times I'm mean, like I make jokes or I insult people a lot,
Yeah.
and I'm always not sure how they take it. So if I could read minds, I would be in a better position to talk to people.
Right. You'd also be able to pry things out of people, or just by knowing how they're thinking or how they're reacting.
Right.
To
It's
something.
also cool to know people's secrets, but I think about it more in terms of not hurting people as much as I might otherwise.
Right. Cool. Interesting.
Dave,
were
can
you-
you talk?
Hello.
Yes.
Dave,
Good.
what superpower do you want? Say it
As
quick
I was
before
trying to
the
say,
audio.
I wanted to say that I could stop time, but for everyone else except for me, right? So
Mhm.
everyone else would be frozen. I'm just walking around, screwing around with them and whatnot.
Turning
now,
their pockets inside out.
Exactly, yeah, that would be funny. No, but like thinking critically though, what would happen is wouldn't air freeze as well, and then I'd suffocate and I wouldn't last very long. So
No, because as long as you change, you can change your environment.
is that how that would work?
Yeah,
think
but I
it's a
think that you have to
superpower.
re-enter time at the same place that you left it.
Oh, is that
Probably.
true?
Yeah.
Or at least in sync with where everyone else was moving. So if you were walking at the pace of a line, you'd have to put yourself back in line.
Right. Now I wonder how that would work. If I was running while time was frozen, and then I unpaused time, would I be moving at that speed, or would I resume the speed I was going before I paused time?
For you,
Before you
you'd
pause
probably have
time.
just walked. I bet if you had ended up somewhere else, it just looked like
When
you
time
teleported.
restarts, you'll be jerked back to where you were.
But what about all the
you,
things I
uh,
changed would change, right?
Right. The universe can't survive without time. So you need to if you're gonna stop time, you're basically moving to a different universe. To restart time, you have to move back to that universe. To move back to that universe, you have to move back to where you were when you left.
Right. All right. This superpower sounds more lame than I thought. I think I just want to fly.
Very cool. Yeah.
All right.
I hear
glad you're
humans
up.
do that sometimes.
I'd probably do stop time as well.
We
Wow.
just established that sucked.
That's what I was doing. It feels like the most powerful one. But if not, then I'd probably choose invisibility
Hmm.
because I
Mm.
love that. I think it's really fun. And then my third choice would be teleportation. Instant teleportation, so like snap my finger and I'm in Tokyo or something.
I like that. I like that one.
Yeah.
Jumping. Good. Okay.
Or I can teleport inside like a bank or something and steal.
All right. Well.
You could do that too. You're right.
Okay, so we have a
Wow.
thief.
Right. Right. Right.
So we're hosting a
We're getting
heroin
to-
addict and a
We're getting to know him better.
So we have a super villain now, right?
Right.
Right. I'm over here like, I don't want to hurt people's feelings. Vlad's like, I want to rob banks.
Right.
All right, guys, I have a question for everyone.
Go, Dave.
What is your dream job?
Ooh, that's a very practical one. Who wants to start?
Anything that will make me rich.
Wow, that's shallow.
Vlad,
Anything.
that's not true at all.
That's shallow.
You wouldn't like clean sewers if it made. Well, maybe you might.
But the path, my normal dream job, what is it called? Looking for a word.
He asked about your dream job, Vlad.
Yeah, you have
Okay,
different tiers
well-
of dreams.
My tier 1 dream job is
I don't know, maybe actor.
Okay.
Yeah.
Bastard.
I've always
Bastard, that was Ben.
No, it's because Vlad stole mine, but whatever.
Aw, poor baby.
I'm going to say writer, blogger, economist.
Kind of a
Or a
blend of
porn
all three.
star.
Really? Why is your dream job to be a porn star, Ben?
Well, you know, I think I could do a better job acting than these people. So that's my getting in on the acting gig from Vlad without seeming like I'm copying him.
Guys, we can copy each other. I copied Dave's
That
time
jerk.
style.
That's true. But we're not all you, Vlad, so
Alright, Nick.
Who's left? Nick?
I would say my dream job is to design and or code and or write and or be involved in the creation of a video game of some sort, a massive video game. You know, just something that people fell in love with, and it kind of hit people for a short generation. You know, everyone knows Pac-Man. Something generational, something big.
Okay. Like VR.
Yeah, exactly. Maybe get into VR.
Maybe.
That's a dream.
Nice.
Simple.
Alright, my dream job. If I could get paid to be a hobbyist, that would be fantastic. And just
A what?
play with
Hobbyist?
toys. Yeah.
Oh,
Just kind
I
of
know
like
what those are.
yeah, just kind of like the hobby shops how they sell like little RC motors and drive little like planes around and stuff. That would be my dream job. Just playing with toys all day.
What is
That is
that?
Dave.
I have no idea what that is.
A
They
hobby?
basically just do
Basically,
everybody's
Dave's saying he
hobby
wants to get
always.
paid to not work.
Yeah, yeah, that's what I'm saying. If that doesn't work out though, I'd like to run my own business and do the same thing.
If I can't be a hobbyist, I will be a hobbyist.
Right. I will call playing work and get paid for it.
Yeah. Exactly. It would be my dream job, right? So
Yeah, exactly. Now, what's your tier 2 dream job?
my tier 2 dream job.
No,
I
I'm
don't
just
know.
kidding.
I mean, all right. What next question?
Sure, I've got one. If every school subject was equal in the sense that in the future you'd get paid for whatever job you end up doing equally, like if all outcomes were equal, but you had to pick one school subject, what would you spend your life doing? So
Define
writing.
school subject. Yeah.
math, writing, social studies. What am I missing?
Science.
Science. That's it. Those four.
Social studies. Obviously.
Yeah. Science.
obviously.
If it's just the 4, yeah.
Okay. And Nick?
Probably math. Yeah.
Hey, you're all different.
What
Nerd.
about you, Vlad?
Probably writing.
Wow, okay.
Wow.
Yeah, I
Wow.
just sit down and let my thoughts go wild.
Hmm.
Do you do that
I hear
now?
Ben's good at writing erotica.
I'm good at writing everything.
Mostly erotic.
Listen, I haven't written erotica since Vlad's New Year's party.
Right, exactly, since New Year's.
since 6 months ago.
Yeah.
Right. Very long time. Alright, it's my turn, right?
Sure is.
Let me pull up my freaking page. Who's your favorite? I'm sorry. Who's your biggest celebrity crush?
Hmm. Oh gosh.
Stop.
Okay.
I don't like celebrities.
You don't have an archetype of beauty in your head?
Yes. Wentworth Miller is my
Yes.
celebrity crush. Michael Scofield.
Who is that?
He is the one
He's
of
the
the
Prison
main
Break guy, Dave.
right. One of the main protagonists in Prison Break,
The main protagonist.
i.e., the most attractive man on the face of the planet.
This is all true. I'll go first.
Alright, go ahead.
Too late, I already went.
I'm gonna say Ariana Grande. She's on my mind right now.
Okay.
Cool. That was very intuitive, Vlad.
That was it. I answered the question.
You did. I know.
Next.
So Dave, I know you don't like
Yeah.
celebrities. Elon Musk you look at a lot.
Let's see.
Oh, you guys are
Let me pull
funny.
up a picture
Of what?
Yeah,
of my
Of Wentworth
crush.
Miller? Oh.
No, my crush. I just have to remember his name. Hold on.
I know who mine is, guys. I don't know
Alright.
her real name, but Kate from Lost.
Yeah.
I'm looking her up right now. I don't know her real
Oh,
name.
that's a
Kate
good
from
one.
Lost.
Kate from Lost.
Oh yeah, she is.
She also plays in Lord of the Rings as the girl elf.
That's right.
Let's see. What is her real name?
Is she a celebrity though?
Mm,
She's just an actor.
you're just an actor.
Oh man, hey, calm down, Dave. We're all friends.
Whoa!
All right. Let me see if I can do this.
Ben searching the inner reaches of his soul.
So
To
my
find-
favorite actor, kind of, sort of, is probably Dylan O'Brien. He's really funny. But my biggest crush, celebrity type guy, would be this porn star right here.
What?
What's his name?
Hold on. Can you see him?
Whoa. Yeah, I see him.
That's Jacob Dixon.
What the?
Is that his porn star name or is that his
No, that's
name?
his porn star name.
Jacob Dixon? Nice.
Yep.
Very cool, Ben. I think you got your mind in the right place. I like it.
Well,
I'm not-
only
I'm not
because
cool.
you guys started going off about how Wentworth Miller looked perfect. I was just saying.
What
Well,
is it
he
in?
did have a
I would have
similar.
gone with JB or something, but then you guys started getting sexual. So
What? Oh, because I introduced a male? I don't know. I was just saying.
Yeah.
I'm not gay. All the way.
Dave, you're up.
I'm up. I'm asking you a question now, or?
Yeah.
All right.
Unless
guys.
did you give a celebrity?
Yeah, Kate.
Yeah.
Oh, her real
Yeah.
name. I found her real name. Might have forgot it. Evangeline, something like that. It doesn't matter. Kate from Lost. That's the only character I've ever seen her play. So
Jake from
Did
State
you-
Farm.
Did Nick give a good answer?
Oh, you know
Can
what?
I
The
change mine?
AT&T girl. Yeah.
Oh, Flo?
No,
Wait, no, that's
you're stuck
progressive.
with Ariana Grande.
Okay.
No, what's the AT&T girl's name?
I
Oh,
don't know.
Milana something.
Yeah,
She's gorgeous.
Yeah, she is.
Mm,
She's watching this right now, you know.
Yeah, I hope so.
She's the only one.
All right, you guys want me to ask a question now? Okay. Let's see.
No,
If you
who
could.
didn't? Someone didn't ask a question yet.
Oh shit.
My
Jen
answer
didn't-
was a serious answer. So
everyone
it's
asked a
Ben's.
question.
Okay.
Go
So-
ahead, Dave. What's your question?
All right, I'm gonna go with this one. All right. What are your thoughts on online dating or Tinder?
Ooh, okay.
Nick, this one is directed at you because I know
Wow.
you used one of those.
Only to me? Okay, I can answer. My honest views on on serious online dating. I would say that I think it is a honestly, I don't think it's a good idea from a serious perspective. In the
Why is
sense, in the sense that it's really easy to to bump into people online. You can oh look, there's someone who lives near me. I can friend them and start chatting online, which is a very positive thing. But I feel like in a sense, building your entire relationship, like if it doesn't go any further than online for very long, I feel like it can devolve more than it does progress. If you know what I'm trying to say. So all the three of us we met in person, and that I think we were better off for that. I think if there was a fifth member around us who we had brought in and met online, I would feel a lot less connected to them. And I don't understand why that is. I think it just has to do something with being in person, which can also come out of online dating. But I don't personally date online, so I don't have that experience to back that.
Do you think it's a good place to meet someone though?
Yeah, I guess if you sort of just list your interests and you run into someone who has them and you go from there, yeah, it can be a really good thing, I guess. Yeah.
Okay.
Cool question, Dave. Cool question.
I'd have to agree because, I can't find too many Austro-libertarian economists in Goodland, New York.
Right.
So if I want my friends to actually like the pictures I post on Facebook, I'm gonna need friends who are from all over the world,
Yeah.
who kind of get what I'm saying here.
I understand you completely.
Vlad, any thoughts to add, or should we move on with our lives?
Yeah, I'm kind of in between two. I think it's a good idea because some people really like the person they meet from an online dating place. But then there's people who find one person and they attach themselves to them even if they don't like them because they're scared they're not going to find anyone else. And then they end up living miserably for the rest of their lives.
Couldn't that be true for meeting someone in real life?
No?
Yeah, of course it could be.
Absolutely.
Then I hate life too.
Just don't date people and you won't get hurt, right?
Right. That seems to be his philosophy. So
Yeah. In practice.
I've got a question, and it's not the Prison Break one. Unless you want to share one, or unless you want to talk about the Prison Break one. Okay. I was looking them up, and I was stricken. I saw the question that's how is love different from passion or sexual desire? Let's talk about love, boys.
Let's
Ben,
talk about passion.
Vlad,
What
it's
do you
like
mean?
we're all watching you and what you do in your free time.
What?
Like you brought up
Oh.
passion like 3 days ago, and now every single day I hear someone talk about passion.
That's how it works.
Okay.
Because I'll get right down to it. Alright, so who's first?
Well, I want a definition for it. What do you mean by passion? Because I have a passion for studying engineering, right?
Well, romantic passion. So infatuation. You're kind of like upset. Maybe obsessive is too strong of a
Yeah,
word.
that is a strong
But
word.
I guess if you can pull context out of that, that's the word I can use. Yeah.
You want me to go nerd
Infatuation.
on you bitches?
Yes.
Okay.
So you're basically saying there's love and then there's also sex, right? There's two
Right.
different. Two
Right.
different
So
realms.
how can we can draw a connection between the three:
The
love,
three.
sexual desire, and passion for someone
Uh,
else?
Damn.
Ben, you were about ready to start talking.
Of course I'm ready. Believe it or not, there are 4 types of love. Okay.
I
I'm
believe
ready.
it.
There's what the hell is it called? Storge, which
That's
is
me.
companion love. It's more casual. It's the love that you don't hit people on the streets. You know. There's filio, which is friendship love. It's when you actually start to care about the other person. There's eros, and that's the passionate love, the sexual romantic love. And then there's agape, which is I like to call it true love. It's the love where you sacrifice for someone else. Um, when you give up for someone else. Um, it's the love parents have for their children. You know, when they don't take a certain job opportunity because they want to be with their kids, that type of thing.
Mhm.
Um, so anyway, I think passion and the way you mean it is really just another way of saying eros, or a strong love,
Mhm.
because eros is one of the stronger of the 4 loves. Um, whereas love itself is something uh, kind of different, and it stems more from respect in other people, and an appreciation for other people, and it can take different forms. The truest of which is agape, which is when other people start to matter to you more than you do. Which is not passionate sexual love.
Charity almost.
It's yeah.
Yeah.
That's one of the words for it, actually.
Okay.
I looked it up.
That's why Dave was staring so intently at the screen. It kept popping over to him because like I just hear popping from his microphone, like very faint, but obviously Google picks it up, so it keeps popping into your face, and you're just like so close to the screen,
Yeah.
like focused. It's great.
Yeah. So, anyone
Well,
else want to offer a comment?
that sort of covered all the bounds that the question had to offer.
Yeah, that was a great answer.
Yeah, I tend to go too deep into things compared to
Oh,
what
that's
people would
good.
want me to
Oh,
do.
that's talking too much is better than talking too little, right?
The other day, Vlad brought up the topic of passion, and I was immediately like, "What's the origin of passion?" And he was like, uh, "It's different for everyone." And I said, "No, no, what comes before it?" I immediately wanted to get down to the etymological and philosophical roots of passion. And he was really just more like, "How do I motivate people?" You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
But uh, but
So the
that
passion to do
right.
is
That
what
was
he was
just me
referring to.
nerding out, just like I did right now.
Yeah.
But Vlad, bud, you got a question for anyone?
Um,
Vlad,
not at the moment. Huh?
are you even paying attention to us at all?
Yeah,
Are you still watching Prison Break?
I'm listening to you guys. I'm a good listener.
Okay.
Hey, what is everyone's favorite breakfast?
Favorite
Breakfast.
breakfast?
Ooh.
I can start that because I love food.
Let's go for it.
I like to cook. I like to cook 2 eggs. I like 2 fried eggs. I like a side of bacon and a sausage patty. I like to throw ketchup next to the eggs, and I like to prepare a sesame bagel, lightly buttered, toasted as well. So yeah,
That's a lot. That's cool.
shut the fuck up.
It's
I'll
part of a
go.
complete breakfast.
Right, exactly. You got to get every nutritional bullshit in there.
Oh shit, yeah.
My favorite is cereal with
Mm.
milk.
Wow.
It matches his personality.
Vlad, what kind of cereal?
I'm gonna say mini wheats. They're so good, but I'm getting kind of bored of them. Before that, it was cinnamon toast crunch.
I think you should find a passion for new cereal.
I like cinnamon toast.
Cinnamon
Dave,
toast? No. Oh, sorry.
Dave, besides coffee.
Besides coffee, after the coffee, because I need that to wake up, obviously. My go-to breakfast is always a bacon, egg, and cheese on a bagel.
What kind of bagel?
It really does not matter.
Wow.
Most of the time, I'll go with an everything if I can. If I've got the option, everything all the way.
Good.
And then another coffee, maybe 2 or 3 more.
Dave, you must pee a lot throughout the day.
Yeah, it's bad. I mean, you've heard the stories.
Yeah, I have heard the stories. Onto your own mother's face. Horrible day.
What are you talking?
I've heard the stories.
Oh, jeez, I don't think I heard that one.
Sorry. Go on, Ben.
I haven't had anything but a protein shake for breakfast in a really long time. I guess I've had a choice.
If
Hey,
you
that
had
works.
if you had to not worry about calorie intake or
No, Ben. If protein shake is your answer, that's good.
I know, but it's not like I love protein shakes. That's the easiest for me because I only really have one meal a day.
Which is fine. It's you. But hey, yeah, I'd like to know what
Fine.
you.
If you'd like to shut me up, I'll go with
No, no,
protein.
no, no, no. I'm saying I like your answer.
I think he thinks you're offended by the question.
Don't feel like your answer's not good enough. But let's hear your all-time favorite breakfast.
I like French toast
Hmm.
covered in soft serve
Water in her
swirl
face.
ice cream and whipped cream.
Wow.
See, that's not an answer I expected from Ben Goes.
And it is only available at Friendly's in the mornings.
Really? They do that?
Yep, they give you whatever grain food you want, and then they put how you say, scoop of ice cream on top.
That's how you say it.
Oh,
That's how they say. I have a question. Who else has a question? Let me ask first. Like,
I
that's
have
not
to go.
burning to share.
It's my thing.
What? What's your thing?
What is one thing that you can do better than anyone else?
Oh man. Okay. I need a moment. Is anyone ready? Because I need.
Well,
to
I have a
think about-
question. It's just better than our group or literally anyone because I'm not better than anyone out of everyone in the world.
Of course you are. Think of something. It can be
Jeez.
like I'm not expecting you to take a survey of everyone in the world to make sure, but something that you're just fabulously good at, better than anyone you've ever met.
I'm good at staying calm and not doing what seems like an impulse. Like like when someone reacts to something, it's usually without thinking. So if someone sees something they really want to buy, they will go buy it. But I'd be the type of person who
Tries on 8 more
assesses
outfits first.
and also no, I'd be the person who assesses the situation, says, "Do I really need it?" No. Another good situation is when people are driving and someone cuts them off. The normal person would curse them out and stuff and
Or
put
hit
down
him.
the window and stick their middle finger out. But I would
The smart
say,
thing to do.
I would say, okay, maybe he's in a rush or something, and be like, fine with it. I've never seen anyone like better than me at
Vlad, you're looking right at me.
what?
No, Ben, I drove with you for 16 hours down to Alabama, and you were mad every single time some car cut you off to
He
pass a
always
truck.
is. Whenever
Mad, I didn't flip him off or anything.
whenever Ben hits a red light, he's like, "I would have gone through that. The person in front of me did."
Guys, let me explain this for 1 minute, okay? I have a bad knee, all right, and it causes me a lot of pain sometimes. So when I drive, I use cruise control as much as I can. And when I'm in traffic, I can't use cruise control. So it's not so much that these people are annoying me; they're actually putting me in pain, and that's why I start cursing. It's not really because I'm annoyed; it's because I'm in pain, and I'm like, I just wish the pain could stop. All right, so it's really in my defense, you're all laughing at me, but
It's because it's funny that someone says, "Oh, I have a hurt knee, so I have road rage." You know?
You know, to be fair though, that's true because everybody has their subjective values, right?
Yeah.
So we don't know how the other people in their cars are feeling when they cut us off. Maybe they
Right.
I
really
don't know
needed
how
to
they're
cut us
feeling.
off.
They're all assholes, Dave.
Yeah, they're
I know
all
how
assholes.
they're
They're all like, we're gonna cut this car off because they're jackasses.
right, all of them.
we just want to
Actually-
be one car ahead.
Right. Yeah. Fun interjection, real quick. I was turning on to Carmen, and I was sitting at the light, and it turned from red to green, and the lady in front of me, she must have been texting or doing makeup or something, and I gave her a whole 10 seconds before I honked the horn. And she was driving fine up until that point, but after I honked the horn, I think I gave her flashbacks of World War II or something. She started driving like an asshole the rest of the way. Like,
Maybe
not
she
to
was-
me. I was observing her being an asshole to other
Yeah,
people.
She didn't
Yeah.
finish her makeup, and then you bothered her.
Well, I had somewhere to be that I wanted to be, so.
Drive around her.
Oh, if I had thought of that sooner, I may have T-boned someone.
A little love tap.
Yeah, that's all.
Somebody gonna drive a giant pilot like me.
Right, so you just
No fear. Alright, what was the question? Who asked this? I
You
asked.
asked it.
What do you do better than anyone else? Vlad's good at ignoring. Vlad is good at two things.
let's get ignoring that.
Pausing before he impulsively does something, and being nice to fellow travelers.
I mean, it's wider than that, but okay.
I would call it ignoring sunk costs, but that's not exactly how you described it. So, moving on. Dave, what are you better at than anyone else?
You know, this is pretty lame, but I'm gonna have to say that I'm pretty good at waking up without an alarm. You know, just for example, when we went to Alabama, pretty much every single morning, I set an alarm just to be safe, but I woke up, a few minutes before every single time. I don't know how it happens, but it must be some magical ability I have.
Because your brain is attuned to the clock that we created as humans.
Exactly.
Right?
Yeah.
So if you fall asleep before you tell yourself, I gotta wake up at 6 the next day, your body will wake up.
Right. I got this
6
clock
o'clock.
that just goes off in my head.
Right, you got an internal clock. Because that happens to me all the time, too.
Me too.
Right. Okay. Well, I'm better at it. I'm better at
Right.
it.
No, definitely.
You would know if you're better than me.
All right. Who's up next?
Basically, you suck, Dave. No, I'm just-
Nick still has to answer.
I do. Something I'm better at than anyone is, I don't know. I would say, Jesus Christ, this is a hard one. Being able to,
That's what she said.
Making people laugh.
I guess, yeah. I was gonna say that, I am better at caring about people more than anyone I know, but I know, and then I thought about Ben, and I'm like, Ben always one-ups me on the care game, so I definitely would go with that one, Vlad. I literally surround my day. If I'm around people, I always try and make them laugh, because that's how I get my joy too, is seeing, knowing that I made other people smile. So
You're the funniest person I know.
thanks, man. That means a lot.
That's just because you guys don't get my jokes.
No,
Ben, jokes shouldn't require as much thought as yours do.
Ben, did you ask a question so that I could answer it, or so you could steal my thunder?
No, nothing. Sorry. Nick, you're very funny. All
Shut
right?
up. I'm only kidding.
All right. Come on. He's the jokester. I'm obviously not.
Okay. Let's all get one more question in, and then maybe one more to wrap up so that we can go to bed. Well, so that I can go attend to my mouth. But
I can attend to your mouth for you if you like.
I have a direct question for
my
Ben.
mouth is bleeding, so I'd really rather you didn't.
Yeah. Yes, Dave, go.
All right. Ben, how about you just explain to the audience and us what you had to go through today?
Yeah, that's a good question. What did you have to go
Okay.
through today?
I got up at 5:30 so that I could be the maxomacillic doctor people who restructure people's faces by 6:30 because that's when my surgery started. Um, they hooked me up to a big machine in a doctor's office. You know, like an examination room, like the most average doctor's office you ever been in. I walked in there. I thought just to go through the pre-procedure stuff. She's like, "Oh yeah, we'll be doing it right here," and I'm like, in the middle of this unsterile room, but okay. Um, so anyway, she's like, "Are you nervous?" And I said, "Well, you know, 1 out of every 1,000 of these goes horribly wrong, so I'm a little nervous." You know, because all you need to do is, you know, the doctor needs to sneeze and stab you in the brain. Um, but then I said, get this, I said, but I have complete faith in the medical community. Not 1 minute later, she was struggling so hard with the oxygen tubes to figure out the oxygen tubes that she went out and got another nurse to help her figure them out, and then they required another nurse, and I'm just kind of like sitting there as 3 nurses are trying to fix the oxygen tube, saying, "I'm losing faith in the medical community." So anyway, then the doctor came in to put me out, you know, and I said, "Listen, doc, I just want to let you know, I weigh 30 pounds less than I did when you first measured me and got ready for this." He's like, "Oh, it doesn't matter." And I'm like, "Are you sure? Because you're going to put me with a whole bunch of drugs. I just want to make sure you don't overdo it." And he said, "No, we give everyone the same dose." And I said,
Really?
"What if someone weighs 800 pounds? You know, like, what if someone weighs 90 pounds? Like, I was like, "Doc, you're lying to me right now to my face." And he said, "Just trust me." And I said, "You know what? Okay." It was just like a most unprofessional job you've ever seen. Anyway, next thing I know, I woke up and I was pretty much fine. I was walking around, I was talking with people. My face hurts like hell. My pills do absolutely nothing to stop the pain, but I'm not drowsy and talking like a fool all day like I thought I might be. So
Your face
there's
doesn't
that.
look swollen like anyone else I've ever seen, you know, after getting the wisdom teeth out. Like,
Day 3 is supposed to be the most swollen day.
yeah.
So we'll see. I'll send you a picture myself if it gets worse.
Cool.
Okay. Nick, I guess you're up for a
Sure.
question.
All right, I guess I'll fit in my prison break question. So in lieu of prison break, which Ben got, well, mostly me, but also Vlad addicted to,
I'm on the
Dave-
last episode.
Dave had some exposure to.
Yeah, but I'm watching that other show Ben showed me.
Okay,
White collar.
so Ben's had a lot of influence in us watching shows.
We gotta watch Teen Wolf. It comes back out in November.
Okay, we'll watch it then.
I gotta convert you people.
All right. My question is, in lieu of prison break, if the 4 of us were thrown in prison for whatever reason, what would our roles be for? And we were planning an escape. What would our roles be? Like, what would we provide to the team? And how, you know, but yeah, that's my question. What would you provide to the team to help us with the escape?
Let's hear some common problems that we might face.
Okay. Guards patrolling.
Okay.
Other prisoners. I mean, you're always having guns pointed at the back of your head, even when you don't think you do. So you're always being watched. You are on a schedule. You're on a prison schedule, so you need to find a way around that. There's no immediate way out, so we may need to create one. Yeah, so that's a couple of things.
I think it's pretty clear that Dave's gonna be the digger.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
What do you mean? Why is Dave going to be the digger?
He knows how to dig shit. I don't know how to dig anything.
I don't know how to dig anything either.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I've dug quite a few holes in my life.
Right, there you go.
Dave, you've also built a couple of weapons, I'm sure, or makeshift
Yeah.
thrown sticks.
Ooh, that sounds fun. I'd
So-
probably do that.
You would you'd make the shanks that we need.
Well, Vlad would have to be the distractions, you know, because he'd run through with his, you know, tongue out and stuff, and
they cut him down. And it was
making his weird little noises, you know, and
They'd send him to the psych ward.
Everyone
Or
would just have to turn and look at him.
then they'd send him to the psych ward, and we'd have to get him out of there.
We'd figure it out, right?
I guess, yeah.
Well, we
No.
do. Yeah.
What I'm comfortable doing would probably be watching for guards. And
Yeah.
probably the timing stuff.
So you would be Sucre. You would be like Sucre.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Go, what do you think?
cut you off there. I'm thinking Ben is our mastermind.
Yeah.
He's gonna be planning the whole thing, and we're kind of like the minions that follow orders.
I don't know. I think I just want to play office politics and be the guy to negotiate help from Abruzzi and the warden and stuff.
So you'd want to be the recruiter. You'd want to figure out our.
Right. I want to be the one who deals with everyone.
Yeah, you're the one who's like, after we get over that wall, here's how you can help us. Here's how we can help you.
Right. I want to be the people person.
Right.
I mean,
Okay.
sure, I'll be the mastermind too. I guess someone has to do it. But,
Who is?
someone has to do it, so I guess I'll be the mastermind too. But if I had to choose, I'd leave that job to someone else and just be the people person.
I don't know. I feel like, I've never been in prison, but knowing myself better than anyone else knows me, or at least I think I know myself better than anyone knows me, I wouldn't be like the mastermind, whereas I'm a genius and have everything figured out. But I feel like if I was in a situation where I had to do something like that, I'd probably take comfort in being really analytical of everything. Like I'd probably quickly learn all the patrols and all the timings and everything like that, because I feel like that's always something I felt pretty okay at. So,
Dylan.
aw, baby Dylan.
Aw, Bandit.
What?
What?
It's Bandit.
That's not Bandit.
I call every dog Bandit.
Did
That's
you have a dog named Bandit?
My
No.
family did.
Did you really? Wow.
Yeah, my parents did.
Okay.
Voila.
All right, Vlad. Let's.
So Nick's just good at analyzing problems, right?
Well, no, I that was kind of just my +1, but I was saying that watching Prison Break, I felt like I was what's his name? What's his brother's name? Burroughs. I felt most like Burroughs, where I was kind of the one who was stuck in deep shit, and I needed people to get me out of it for the most part. And then as soon as I was out, I would kind of, I would team up with, Ben and his plans and stuff,
Yeah. I think I'd be a good leader. Like, I'd tell you guys what to do. Like, I'd tell Dave to go steal something,
I
or...
feel like I'm very good at acting innocent too. So the entire time, Burroughs just kind of took it in the ass for all 22 episodes.
Nick,
And-
you're a terrible liar, though.
Well, that's the thing. I probably wouldn't need to lie. I would just make people. I'd give them the puppy eyes and be like, oh yeah, I killed him. I killed his ass.
My bad.
It was just a prank.
Just a prank, bro.
All right, Vlad can be the mastermind who keeps watch, and I'll be the people person. Nick will be the denier and the
We're not getting out of prison. Are we?
analyzer and the brute. Nick will be the brute strength,
Oh yeah, because Ben's
And,
afraid to do weight training with me.
and then Dave will really just be the one responsible for getting us out.
Right, yeah. I'm just told what to do, and I go
Right.
do it.
And basically he's told get us out of here, and then the rest of us are just
Dave's the one just who he unscrews the toilet and we climb out a chimney and we're out.
right. The rest of us keep it going. All right,
Yeah.
Vlad, you're up.
Oh god, I don't know.
And that's all the time we
at the
have
moment.
tonight.
At the moment, I don't have a question. So who's next?
Dave, right? Or did
My
What?
turn,
Ben
people.
hasn't gone.
What is your greatest flaw?
Okay.
I know what mine is.
Let's hear it.
I think I have trouble expressing what I'm thinking. So in terms of writing, I can't write exactly how I'm thinking. And even in
Wait, Dave,
speech,
could you speak slower so that Vlad can write this down?
why is Vlad gonna write it down?
Because Vlad wants to be a writer.
of.
No, because I feel like Vlad's gonna say the same thing. But keep going.
But no, I
Ditto.
mean, it's my greatest flaw because I wish I was better at it, but I know I can work on it by just writing more.
So
So yeah,
basically, you say you hate English class. That's your biggest flaw.
yeah, no, but I wish I was better at it.
Yeah. All right.
I'll go.
Vlad,
you're
what's your
up.
biggest?
Wait, speak
Oh,
up.
okay. All right. My biggest flaw. I think that I'm okay. I'm not sure how much I express it because you guys are experiencing it, but I feel like I make myself out to be better than I am. You know, I feel like I put myself on a podium more than I deserve to be on there a lot of times, or sometimes at least. Maybe not in front of you guys, but um, you know, like for example, if I'm at school, I sort of feel like sometimes I act like I'm the leader of my friend group. You know, I'm like leading the line to lunch. You know, as we all go out to lunch, I'm like, hey, let's go now, and everyone like follows me out the door. And I feel like I throw myself up there where I absolutely shouldn't be doing things like that. Yeah, so I feel like that's probably my biggest flaw.
Sometimes a group needs a little motivation.
Right. Why is that a flaw? Someone has to go out the door first.
Yeah, well, it's not as simple as going out the door first. I feel like uh, because it should just be like a mutual movement, you know, as a group. Whereas sometimes I feel like I step up to the not even stepping
You're
up to the
taking
plate is
initiative.
no, yeah, oh, such a horrible thing. No, it's not the initiative. I'm trying to say that I put myself as a leader when no one voted me as one, even though, you know, it's a really hard point to get across to you guys. I know, but
Statist.
I feel like an asshole sometimes. Basically, what I'm saying is that I'm an asshole. That's my biggest flaw.
Well, Nick, if it makes you feel any better, I don't think you're much of an asshole.
Oh, thanks, Dave. Thanks.
Vlad, you're up.
Okay, for me it's quite simple. I just get nervous and shy really easily. I wish I wouldn't feel those two emotions.
You don't want to be too cocky, though.
True.
If you're overconfident, then you can just kind of like blurt on about yourself until people are like, "That's great." You know?
Well, I'm not that type of person though.
Well, you might be if you're not shy.
True.
Listen.
That wasn't the question.
Right.
Oh yeah, that is not
That's
the question.
not. That's not. Yeah. We don't have to
But, like-
justify. We don't have to justify everyone's existence here.
let me explain myself. So like, well, obviously when I talk to girls, I just get nervous and shy.
Because you're gay.
Before I talk to them, I get nervous and shy, and then during when I talk to them, I mean, if it's like, sometimes I do it naturally though, and I don't feel shy at all. But like, sometimes I put pressure on myself, and then it's bad.
Is it any girl, or is it a girl who you are interested in? Because I'm super comfortable talking to any girl who I'm not interested in dating and stuff like that. But if I like have a crush on someone, I'm like I can't go up to them and say anything.
Well, there are some girls I go up to who I have the smoothest conversations with, and I like them. But then there's other girls I like who I like put them on a pedestal, and I think they're way.
That's me.
No, it's me.
He copied what I said.
What?
I
Keep
said
going.
that I put myself on a pedestal. Go on.
Yeah. So I don't know. And then another instance is like today at work, I have this like manager guy who's only a few years older than me, and he's like really chill, and we've talked before at work, but I get nervous around him when I really should not be.
So you are gay.
No, not quite.
Do you have an authority
Not
problem?
quite, a
Or
little bit.
authority makes you nervous?
I don't think so. Even though I do my work and there's nothing I should be nervous about because I'm a good worker there, when he approaches me to talk about my work, I just get nervous talking to him. I don't know why. Maybe because I know he's gonna report this to his bosses or something like that. Maybe that's why.
You know, when I was working at the beverage center, my boss always just terrified me. He was just like such an authority figure, and
Mm.
it was just kind of terrifying. You never wanted to do anything wrong, and of course, like always thinking I don't want to mess up made me worse.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I would drop, like a 6-pack or something, and a couple beers would break, and I would just like freak out. Well, I wouldn't freak out, but I'd be like, oh my god, Jim's gonna kill me, stuff like that.
This beer is Jim's livelihood.
My
Just
first
throw it on the
boss.
ground.
My first boss. I drove his car into my car. He wasn't angry, so I don't. I'm afraid I don't have that problem that you guys have.
Yeah, but Doug is a really awesome guy, man.
Listen,
Right.
my
I
first
just happen
boss
to
saw
have
me.
the best boss in the world, so.
My first boss saw me come into work with a cast on my hand and said, "What are you jerking off too much?" So,
Is that your mom?
No, it's Mandy, his store manager.
At his current job.
Yeah. My second manager, I was a little nervous about because it was like a more professional setting than me and Doug, but she's pretty cool too.
was
Probably
this at
because I
Duncan?
like, huh?
Was this at Duncan at this
Yeah.
point?
Probably just because I like the best worker she ever had. So at one point I started running her meetings for her and stuff. Um, and so we kind of got along great because it was like, oh yeah, Ben, I love you, and I was like, thanks, Sheila.
You were kind of an assistant to her, but also she came.
Right. I just became, her go-to person, and so she really liked me, and I could pretty much get away with whatever I wanted to. And then at New Penn, of course, everything's very informal. But even if it wasn't informal, I make $500,000 a year for the company, and what are they going to do to me, right? So, a few months ago, the president of the company, some billionaire, stopped by. And I talked to him just like a normal person. My cousin is sitting there looking at me going, "Ben, what the hell are you doing? This is, it's Don Faust. You can't talk to him." And I'm like, "Why can't I talk to him? He's in my terminal." So I think the thing is I have the opposite problem that Vlad has, I guess. I can talk to whoever I want to. I certainly don't have trouble talking with girls or boys. Sometimes boys. All right, I take it back. But
You also have a flaw of not thinking before you speak, because you just backpedaled on yourself there.
that's true. But that's just because. Yeah, but that's not my greatest flaw.
That's just because your brain works fast.
Yeah.
That's why it's
Like
called
when
mind
when I'm thinking, I actually have to write physically my thoughts. Like I can't type because when I type faster than I think, and then I have to do that. I have to backspace and rewrite and stuff. Whereas if I do it on paper, everything flows at the same speed, so it works out better. My biggest flaw is my ego. I think I'm better than everyone else. I think I'm better than everyone else most of the time, and I mean I am better than everyone else, but
we never try and fight him on that when he says it either. So.
No, we don't. Hey, at least he accepts it, right? Like he knows he's doing it.
Right. Well, no use fighting it, right? Just it's a gift. Move on with it. Keep using it. So anyway, I wish I wasn't like that. Like I wish I could be better than everyone else without saying that I'm better than everyone else and acting like I'm better than everyone else.
You'd rather have people tell you that you are better than everyone else.
I don't even want people to tell me because it's not really what it's about. I'm just doing what I do, and it's not my fault that the rest of you guys respect the hell out of it. So it's not really that I'm trying to write better than everyone else. I just happen to write better than everyone else. And
proving yourself isn't even important.
right, for me, I'm just I want to write something, so I write it.
Yeah.
And I want to answer Nick's question about love and passion, so I just answer it. And then other people go, I'm like, or better yet, I don't like high school, so I want to leave faster, so I graduate early. And so really it's just me doing what I want to do, and it's other people saying, "Oh my God, look at Ben, he's amazing," and it's like, well, I'm just living my life like you guys are. We just show it differently.
Right.
So I just wish I wish there wasn't that extra element to it, where people are. I wish there was no comparison, like I wish people wouldn't compare themselves to me because that just gives me an excuse to compare myself to them, and I don't really want to do that because, I don't want an excuse to look down on people at all.
Well, yeah.
Well,
Also,
you
it's
also
apples and oranges, you know.
right. You have to keep in mind
Exactly.
that they're better at things that you're.
That's my point. There's nothing to compare, really.
Yeah.
I'm me, you're you, but when people do it to me, like I wasn't 5 years old saying I'm wicked smart. It was everyone telling the 5-year-old, "Wow, you're wicked smart." And then as I grew up, I started saying I'm wicked smart, and I was just an arrogant kid. And it took me a long time to stop that and say, "Listen, I don't want to I don't want to be better than anyone else. I just want to be me, and they can be them." Um, but it's still an attitude that I have sometimes, and I don't like that I have that attitude. So I'd say that's my biggest flaw is my ego, so to speak.
All right, you guys want to do one more positive note question for the end
Yeah,
here?
I like that idea. All
I
right,
thought
let's
of
do
one. I thought of one.
it. Okay.
All right.
Yeah, it is
If-
his turn.
If you guys had to go somewhere, anywhere on the Earth, yeah, what type of transportation would you take? Would you walk? Would you take a bus? Would you take a train? Would you take a
How
plane?
far away is
Right,
point
right,
B?
right, right, right.
Anywhere, wherever you want to go.
Well, I'd want to get there the quickest way, so I'd probably fly, because that's what we've got so far, right? In the 21st
I would like to
century.
try out the Hyperloop,
Oh,
even though it's
Okay,
not
The
real.
non-existent Hyperloop.
Yeah, the non-existent one.
I'm gonna take a rocket into space, orbit around the planet,
There you go.
and land exactly 5 miles away from my takeoff location.
Thank you, Elon.
Thanks, Elon.
I like to go places in Europe, so I'd have to fly. I don't
No,
know. I
you
like
could. You could walk there if you wanted to.
to Europe.
Yeah.
How many times have you been to Europe, lad? And how many of those
Right.
times have you
I'll
walked?
just hike up to the
I'm
North
saying
Pole, hike down
the
the other side.
important answer is the transportation, not the location.
So what
How-
what kind of mode? What's your favorite mode of transportation? Right?
Mine?
I like
Yeah, is that the
boats.
question? Boats are a lot of fun.
Yeah.
I'd like to ride on Dave's back. That sounds like fun.
I mean, yeah.
No, on a serious note, if I could choose to go anywhere and be just as happy with either, and not have to worry about being exhausted if I walk or being bored if I fly, things like that. I'd probably choose to walk because that's a really slow pace and I get to really just enjoy the world. And that's cheesy, but like seriously, it's good to appreciate everything around you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I would have to say I
Walk
would
or
go-
bike.
I was gonna go with biking, but now that I think about it, I think I'd rather longboard. It's just nice to cruise down the road and just chill out,
Yeah. I want to get a longboard for my birthday.
Just wait a couple years. We'll have production.
Dave will
Yeah,
make it
exactly.
for you.
It's
What
exciting.
about you, bud? What's your favorite transportation?
I'm kind of between a medium jog and driving in a Tesla.
Okay.
Wow. There's a lot of miles per hour between the two of those.
Right, I'm kind of in between these two here.
Medium jog.
Right. Two very specific things, not like, I like jogging and driving, but
I'm stuck
Yeah.
between a brisk walk and a crawl. Hey, you guys know we're supposed to get meteor showers tonight. Who wants to watch the meteor shower? Like
I
a
need to
big-
finish Prison Break first.
We're all in different places, though.
So that's why we have walk and crawl and medium jogs.
That's true.
and it's the sky, Dave.
So we can go out and see them in the same. Yeah. Okay.
Right.
We'd be seeing the same thing, but far
Wait,
away.
Vlad, are you in New York City?
No. I'm in Long Island.
Are you Long Island? Oh,
Even
okay.
further.
Dave, did you have one more question? Who had one more question?
No, I thought that was gonna be the last one, but I could come up with one if you want.
Oh no, if you don't have one, it's okay.
Yeah.
Now we need to decide what next week's topic is and who's hosting it, or rather, this weekend's topic and who's hosting it.
I don't know. I haven't thought about anything yet, so.
Let's think. Let's think.
Yes, are we not doing anything this week? Okay.
No, we can because this is going to be episode 0, so we can post this with episode 1.
Yeah, this is like trial run.
Yeah.
How are you recording it?
Google's recording it.
Okay.
Thanks, Google.
Right. Yeah. All praise be to Google.
Right.
Guys, I think one episode I'd like to talk about people, like you talk about yourselves, and I'll just come up with questions about yourselves. But I don't want it to be the next episode.
Okay.
Well, what is your vision? How is your vision different than what we just did?
Well, I kind of just paint you guys with like questions and squeeze information out of you guys.
So you ask all the questions?
Kind of.
Okay. Okay. But not next time, right?
No.
Okay.
And probably that might not even be my first podcast. It's just one idea in my mind.
Okay.
Because I like finding out about people.
No
I
problem.
think we should do an episode where we just go through our opinions on popular topics, like
Okay.
very controversial topics.
Okay.
Right, we
So-
got Dave the statist, Nick the statist,
Yeah.
and Vlad the uninformed. So,
And we all went to state schools.
Right. We're all getting state funded.
right, and then
well,
me,
not
and then
funded.
me the anarchist, enemy of the state.
Oh, actually, I had a question directly for you, Ben, but I never got to it. I mean, I'm sure we've heard a spiel similar to it, but I was just reading through and it came up, and it was bes- trying to throw your personal vendetta for the government aside as much as possible. When do you think, if ever, it is okay, or yeah, it's going to be broad, so answer it how you will. When, if ever, is it okay to break the law?
What law?
Any law.
The government's law?
Yes, the government's law.
Whenever it is unjust.
Okay, go on a bit. That's what do you? What is it that is unjust?
In my mind, there's one fundamental law. Don't hurt other people.
The people's law.
Right. It's the common law. It's the don't hurt other people, don't take their stuff, don't make them do things they don't want to do. Basically, respect other people is the foundational, fundamental law, and the common law is built off of that. So the common law was before the government wrote law, and it was when just village elders kind of said, how do I apply this law, the voluntary association law, to this particular case? And so a body of law was built out of that. Anytime that the positive legislative law violates that law, I think it's okay to break, because it's not, it violates something deeper than like here's the government's law and here's natural law, and one of them has to be stronger than the other if they are going to oppose each other. And in my mind, I'm going to follow the natural law, not the legislative law.
Right.
So,
I agree.
so in my mind, anytime that this is unjust, anytime government law violates natural law, it's law that can be broken.
Right. So in terms of something as simple as drinking or purchasing alcohol when you're under the age, that the law sets, like, how does that law, like, I was thinking about it the other day in the context that I tried to put myself in the shoes of someone who took that law personally, right? So I sat down and I thought to myself, who wrote this law, and who are they to tell me what I can and cannot have if I'm paying the price for it?
Yes.
Is that sort of what you were hitting on, or it's just free choice so long as I'm not hurting anyone else?
Right. So in that transaction, according to natural law, two people can stop that transaction, me or the store. And if neither of us want to stop the transaction, if a third party comes in and says you can't do what you guys want to do, well, then that would be an unjust law to me and able to be broken. Uh, um, the example in the news, gay wedding cakes. So
Oh, that's fair.
these Christian bakers don't want to bake gay wedding cakes for gay weddings, and the government steps in and says, no, you have to bake gay wedding cakes for gay weddings because of these anti-discrimination laws. And in my mind, that too is immoral, is unjust, because there's only two people that can make that trade happen too. There's only two people that can stop that trade, and there's only two people that can make that trade happen, and you have to have the consent of both.
Mhm.
To for a third party to budge in and say, no, you don't have a choice in the matter, you have to do what we want you to do, well, that's a violation of natural law. It's a violation of respect for others, of property rights, of of respecting people. So, so as far as underage drinking goes, if I want to buy the alcohol and the store wants to sell me the alcohol, then it would seem just to me to be able to break the legislative law that says we can't buy alcohol.
Mhm. Interesting. It's just like the argument that comes from, I've heard so many parents, in my family, aunts, uncles, and beyond. The argument's always, oh, you can go to war and you can shoot a guy in the head at 18, but you can't drink a beer.
Right,
What
because the
what
government
kind of
wants you to go to war,
right?
doesn't want you to be free.
Exactly.
So yeah, needless to say, I think government making people go to war is immoral too and unjust, and I'm all for draft skipping and stuff. But different issue, I guess.
Right.
Um,
Some things are a bit harder to avoid than others.
I mean, the problem with trying to justify breaking a law without going right down to the fundamentals, by comparing it to something else that kids can do, is that, then you get all caught up and messy with, you have a rationale and I have a rationale and whose rationale is better and stuff. To me, it's always very important to go down right to the root and say, you know, um, you know, in this interaction, who's using, is violence being used? If violence is being used, it shouldn't happen, and if it's a voluntary association, it should. So, to me, you have to get right down to the root. You can't say something like, "Oh, well, kids can go to war." You have to say, well, it's clearly immoral because I'm being hurt by it, and no one's really benefiting. So, that type of thing. Okay. Has anyone thought of a topic in the meantime?
I like
I-
Dave's topic.
Yeah, my controversial opinion once.
Yeah.
Okay,
So
so
we'll
we'll all make a list of controversial topics, and then we'll hear ourselves out on it,
All right,
something like
so
that.
next week we discuss controversy, basically.
Okay. Who's hosting?
Dave's idea. How do you feel about?
You want me to
hosting it,
host? Yeah, sure. I'll try to compile some topics. When are we doing this? In a week from now, or?
I thought we'd do it this weekend so that Vlad
We can do it in a week. Whatever.
can be not bored.
This worked out.
Well, here's
Yeah,
my
I'll be
thing.
free this week.
Theoretically, I wanted to do it every week, but you guys are so damn busy. I'm a little busy too. That it hardly ever happens. So I think if there is an opportunity, we should take an opportunity.
Right.
Well, on the bright side, next Wednesday is my last day of work. So that means Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday I am.
Yeah, but we're gonna be together Friday through the 21st.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Oh,
we will.
what? We're not doing it anymore.
We will.
Nick-
We will.
Nick has a different life, so
Dang it, Nick.
I'm sorry.
We can hang out for a little.
But that doesn't mean you guys shouldn't see each other for whatever you.
Well,
If
we
I
were
can.
going to go camping and hiking.
Yeah, I know. And then I found out I had to move in earlier, and I thought,
Hey, someone's watching us.
Who?
I don't know, Michelle Yates.
That's funny.
But she just commented.
Hi, Michelle.
So anyway, Dave, you can't just think of random topics. You have to think of follow-up questions and stuff too. You know that, right?
Yeah, no, I didn't know that, but I will.
Yeah. Think of like 6 or 7 or 8 controversial topics,
And a
and
question to ask.
then get ready to get to the bottom of them. You know what I'm saying? So like when
Alright.
Nick gives a wishy-washy answer, give him a reducto ad absurdum. You know?
Yeah, I'll just cast a spell all over his ass.
please do.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll try my hardest.
All right, and then you let us know when you're ready. Then, right? We'll
Yeah,
plan for next Thursday if that works for everyone.
Yeah, a week from today works.
Okay, and then so we'll do that then.
Sounds
Cool.
good.
Awesome, guys.
All right, that's all I have for you, unless you guys want to say anything else.
No, I think this was a good test run too.
Yeah,
All
definitely.
right, audience, friends, co-hosts,
Michelle.
other assembled personages. We'll see you next week on Mind Juice.
Mind juice.
Juice.